Hello, this presentation will be about the new Real ID Act and how the requirements are making it difficult for people to get one. It will mainly focus on the challenges women face trying to get this Real ID, and I will propose an idea on how to fix this problem. To start, here is some background information on the Real IDs. There are several documents needed to get a Real ID, and a specific requirement is that all the names on each document must match. These IDs are becoming more common because it is a new law. There are some states that have gotten extensions, so they do not have to have their IDs changed right away. All the states must have this ID by October of 2020. One of the main reasons for this new act is safety. Having so many specific documents makes it less likely for someone to do something illegal. There is no rush to get this Real ID. It is made clear on several websites that you can go when it is convenient for you. Since this is a new act passed by the government, there is nothing to be done about having to get one. Through my research, I have found that Real IDs are difficult for some people to get. This was because of the requirement of matching names on each document. This was shown in many cases in which most were women who had the problem. The documents needed to get a Real ID are proof of identity number, and 2 proofs of address. All of this must be given at one time in person at the MVD. And as stated before, all of these documents must have the same name printed on them. This is a requirement that women are having trouble with. They are because of the name changes they have had throughout their life, and one such name change has to do with maiden names. To help solve this problem, I propose a job position where the only task requirement of the job would be to help women get their documentation to match. This person would be located in a place where if women got turned away by the teller, they could find them easily, and the women would be helped according to their individual needs. Also, this person could help women with their specific places to go to get the correct documentation and have resources to get something from another state or another country if needed. Another thing I think might help is if there were handouts and easy to grab information that women could grab quickly if they do not have time to go to the actual person. Here are a few steps that could be followed to get this position at the MVD. Step 1 is to propose to the DMV a job position to be offered at local MVD offices. This position would be the one described in the previous slide. Step 2 is to give details about what the job position would consist of and how it would be helpful. Step 3, if steps 1 and 2 are passed, is to get information out to the public about the new position at the MVD and what they do. Step 1 is to propose to the DMV a job position to be offered at local MVD offices. This would mean some other positions would be shifted or some things might be changed around with the budget. Also, there would have to be some amount of training for this person. This would be the time when they are learning everything about the required Real ID documents. Lastly, there would have to be a good place to set up at the MVD office. It would need to be in a place where women could easily see the person and be willing to go up and ask any questions if they have any. Step 2 is to give details about what this job position would consist of and how it would be helpful. The main thing this includes are the specifics on the training the person would have to go through. The information learned here is a crucial part of the person's job because it is where they are learning the information they would be using to help women. Here is also where handouts and packets are mentioned. These would be made or found by the person who got the job and would serve the purpose of helping women who just need a little help or are in a hurry. Step 3 is getting information out about the new position at the MVD and what they do. It is also to see if this position is being used effectively and if it is cost efficient. To get the position known, there could be flyers and possibly billboards made. This would quickly get the word out and help the position be successful when it is actually at the MVD. The flyers could say that this position helps women who are confused and frustrated with their paperwork and going to the MVD multiple times. With this position, it could start on a trial basis. If there are no noticeable changes or if it does not seem like the women are utilizing the resources, then this job can be terminated. The termination time can be set by the MVD office. Costs and benefits. First, there is a cost of the flyers and a billboard to get the position known. A billboard can range from $700 to $5,000 depending on where it is located and how big it is. Then, on average, to hire a person at the MVD is $17 to $18 an hour. This is the normal salary of an MVD clerk. There are several variables that come into account when considering the prices of flyers, pamphlets, and packets that can be made. Because there is such a variety in the prices, there could be decisions made through trial and error to see what works and what does not. This job has very good benefits. there would be many women who would be grateful to have help in getting their proper information and documents in order. Also, if it turns out this job position is successful, there could be many more people trained and more groups of people can be helped. Budget. The budget for the MVD offices is funded by the DMV. The DMV obtains their money from taxes and fees. This would mean that somewhere there would have to be a budget cut because the DMV money is currently spent on maintenance for effort. There are designated funds that go to project management efforts, but a very good case would have to be presented to give this money to the new position. Therefore, because of the tightness in budget, this position can be temporary to see if it is worth all the effort that is being put into it. In conclusion, the Real ID Act requirements make it difficult for women to get their Real IDs. This is because the required documents must match by last name. To help with this problem, I propose that there should be a new position at the MVD offices to help women with their documentation. This person would help women make their documentation match and make it so they only have to come back to the MVD one more time. Thank you for listening to my presentation, and if you have any questions, please email me.